I appreciate my co-host, Mr. Jason Clark. What's going on, JC?
Man, it's got to be back in the same place, man. It's been a couple of weeks. I've been ghost for a little while, man.
You've been holding it down, man. You've been holding it down.
We had this press conference. We had to do this. We had to do that. But, it's always good that you come back home and be that 9.1.
Hey, ain't nothing like WMPR.
Come on.
Hey, I've been all over the world.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Boy, when you walk in WMPR, it just feels like a little history. It just feels like a little something special.
That's right. Well, it is special.
The ancestors get to talk to you. It's Wednesday night.
Yes, it is.
It ain't nothing like coming to WMPR on Wednesday night and you feel like, let's talk.
Yep. Openly.
Charles Evans show used to be, let's talk.
Yep. I remember, man. I definitely remember.
Every time I get behind this microphone, everything I say it 10,000 times.
True statement, though.
That's right.
True statement. Yes, sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate y'all like we do every week here at Rock, Mississippi. It's been almost 11 years now. Yep, 11 years.
Yes, sir.
And we start our show every week where we say we want to ask you to appreciate and send your condolences out to those folks who are going through bereavement. Because bereavement is a very trying situation. It's never easy. Always challenging, and it's forever that you will deal, because you can never replace somebody, but you can honor the folks who have gone on by how you live and take care of their family and children who left behind long after you're done eating chicken and all that stuff. Go on and spend some time with folks and help them know that you a friend, because you got to be a friend.
Come on now.
So you can have a friend during your time of need. Hats goes off to our brother Jonathan from over at the African Art Gallery who passed away. His services will be Friday over at pull up those services. Over there off of Woodrow Wilson. What's funeral?
I'm about to tell you here.
Jackson Memorial.
Jackson Memorial.
Yes, Jackson Memorial. Jean's still carrying the dream alive.
Yes, she is
alive. I got to give her a call after the show. If you're listening, Jean, I'm going to call you back as soon as I get off there. But we all got to make sure we wrap our arms around those people who are going through bereavement, but not just for the bereavement piece. Get it.
Yeah, it's at the Jackson Memorial Funeral Service, May the 3rd, 10 a.m. Viewing, and the service will be at 11 a.m.
Okay. And so govern yourself accordingly, respectfully, and honor this brother, because he quietly was a pillar of the community. But we can't quietly lose a pillar.
That's true.
That means it's time for other folks to step up, put your arms around his family, but more importantly, put your arm around his vision and his legacy so that he can transcend his life. Because what's the purpose of a man to die?
Yes, sir.
And the things he built in life die with him.
Come on.
The things that are built in a man or woman's life should transcend life. Self-transcendence is the goal. To move on to the next generation, those things you learned. When
you're saying that, Commissioner, well, I guess kind of like restoring honor and obligation.
That's right.
And he had an obligation, and we must continue,
That's right.
Continue the obligation. I mean, that's what I'm hearing you saying.
We got to continue. We're obligated to continue those obligations because we're the ones that are left here.
But yeah, I mean, I'm just thinking about
the same thing that took him away from here could have took us.
Yeah, you're right. You're definitely right.
So we were spared for a reason. Every day you open your eyes, you were spared for a reason. And that reason is this: you must carry on the goodness of the Lord, the goodness of the ancestors, the greatness that's buried inside your DNA. You must push it out to the world so the world can see the greatness that's locked inside of you. You must transfer on the things that we've done in the past so that our ancestors can look down on us and smile with honor and happiness. You don't want folks sitting up there in the heavens, looking down on their life's work.
Going in vain and all that.
Goes in vain?
I got you. Yeah, you're right.
See, because that'll send somebody straight from heaven down the hill.
Yeah.
Because their life works. I'm a firm believer that Martin Luther King did not die to get a street named after him in every city.
Yeah.
He would much rather have a street full of folks working together, building families, building businesses, and growing in life together.
And that word you always say, producing excellence.
That's right. That's all we do. And so we're going to get to that later on in the show. But that's my soapbox to that point. Our underwriters for today's show, and always
now.
Number one underwriter, Mr. Michael Jordan, Michael Jordan Transportation Service. You can go to www.mjstransportation1.com for your transportation needs. The brother offers quality transportation service all over Mississippi and Louisiana. And he's always recruiting drivers and doing good work. So you can go to www.mjstransportation1.com for your transportation needs and employment needs. He's always hiring. Folks always move forward in life, and he needs to help folks out, keep them getting hired. So I'm a firm believer in today's society. If you want to work, there's work out there for you. I mean, Jay, everywhere I go,
you're right.
I see help wanted sign.
Yeah, you're true. That's right.
Am I off?
Right, not off. You're not off. You're not off at all.
It used to be a day we out here begging for a job.
Yeah.
Scrapping for a job.
Oh, yeah.
Can I get a piece of job?
Yeah, you're right.
Now you got job laying all over that place.
Yeah.
So get your grandsons and granddaughters out there to work. Also underwriting for today's show is Stamp SuperBurgers.
Come on, Dalton.
Anytime you want some good food versus some fast food.
Come on.
Go on over there. I was at a luncheon today. Lady pulled me to the side. She was like, I didn't believe. She's a little old white lady. Yeah. Who was at the luncheon? You with me?
Yeah, I know.
And she said, your cousin over there at Stamburger, I didn't believe it. I didn't believe it. I said, what you didn't believe, baby?
Come on.
She said, my husband, Mr. Stamps, my husband brought that burger home. And it was so big. It was enough. I was like, it was enough to eat half of it and make spaghetti with the rest of it. She said, you sure right. But it was good and tasty. She was like, what they seasoned it with? I can't tell you that.
I can't tell you that.
That's a family secret.
Family secret right there now.
But if you want some good food versus fast food, go on over to Stamp SuperBurger. Jason like that veggie burger. It's like a whole garden to 2 pieces of bread.
Come on, they get everybody.
With them sweet potato fries.
Sweet potato fries.
Me personally, you give me that turkey burger. You give me that turkey burger.
It's nice and juicy too, man.
With those lemon pepper fries. Oh, Lord. Man, give me some of that sauce to get in there.
And you know, I haven't had the sauce yet. I heard about it. I haven't had a chance to taste. It's homemade sauce.
You can even buy the seasoning.
I know, I saw it.
On the wall.
I know, I saw it.
Swing in there, get you a t-shirt.
They cut up over there.
Seasoning over there. You can take that seasoning home, and it'll almost taste like a stamp burger when you put it on your hamburger. Almost tastes like a stamp. Ain't gonna tell you the secret sauce to the process, but they got the seasoning over there. If you make hamburgers on the grill, now I know you might have some you picked up at the grocery store. That ain't gonna be nothing like this. You go over to Stamp SuperBurger, get you a little jar of that hamburger meat seasoning. If you just went in there and bought that, went home.
Oh yeah,
you'll be a rock star on the grill next week. And also, govern yourselves. Of course, we got a lot of good stuff going on in the community, but make sure you check it out, underwriters. Today's show, we're just going to have a few announcements. Call number 601-948-5950. That's 601-948-5950. I was at the Capitol the other day, and the legislature, they've had a rough job this year. They got some big issues that landed on top of them. First and foremost, it was our reauthorization years of Public Service Commission. But beyond that, they were dealing with Medicaid and expansion of Medicaid and redoing the formula for education and the public employees retirement system.
Oh,
they got some pretty heavy issues over there. They still rocking and rolling. It's not over with yet. The fat lady ain't sung yet. Nope. But she's humming them vocal cords.
Yeah, she is.
And one thing that I recognized that Representative Denton out of Warren County, Representative Denton sponsored a piece of legislation. It's House Concurrent Resolution number 60. And the resolution acknowledges Mississippi as the home and birthplace of the Southern soul music genre. Now, you know, of all the things that they've done, you know, do you know why they call Mississippi the birthplace of American music?
Go ahead. I mean, I know a little bit. Go ahead. I don't want to say I know it
You know
all.
what I'm talking
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Let me tell y'all why they call Mississippi the birthplace of American music. They do that because other cities and other states have claimed ownership of stuff that was birthed right here in Mississippi.
Yes.
You know, everybody know that the blues comes from the Mississippi Delta.
Yep.
Everybody know it.
Yep.
But Memphis and Chicago and some other places,
Detroit, you know,
have you know, claimed a degree of ownership. Everybody knows that country music was birthed right here in Mississippi. But some folks up in the hills of Tennessee, and nothing against folks in Tennessee. We got good folks in Tennessee.
Yeah, we do. We do.
Right? But they have claimed, you know, country music. And then, everybody also knows that jazz was birthed right here in Mississippi, but New Orleans kind of ran off with it. And so, for Mississippi, everybody know that, you know, being Rakim, they drew Mississippi. They moved to New York. Okay. Everybody knows Snoop Dogg and all these folks is from Mississippi.
Yep.
They moved to California. But these are other music genres that were birthed here, but Mississippi never took claim and ownership of not just the music genre, but the tourism, the history, until it was later on in years where the Grammys say, you know what, Mississippi has done so much for music, we got to put a Grammy museum in the Delta.
Come on. Yeah,
we cannot have a Grammy museum in California.
Come on.
But again, other states and other entities. Hey, Miss Tina Nicole, how you doing, dear? Happy Wednesday to you too. You know, she online. If y'all online, go ahead and post where you're tuning in from.
Good people.
Yeah, good folks. So Mississippi has now declared that the Southern soul music genre. I'm gonna read this thing.
Go ahead, Chris.
This thing. I'll tell y'all what's going on here. Whereas Mississippi stands unparalleled in its historical contribution to American music, having given rise to genres such as blues, gospel, jazz, country, and rock and roll, and being the cradle for legendary artists, including Robert Johnson of Crystal Springs, Mississippi, B.B. King of Indianola, Jimmy Rogers from Meridian, Elvis Presley from Tupelo, and the global celebrated Mississippi Mass Choir. Whereas among these musical treasures, Southern soul music shines brightly, capturing the hearts of an ever-expanding audience each day. And whereas Mississippi, through iconic institutions such as Malaco Records, established in 1967, along with numerous private studios, has nurtured a rich environment for Southern soul music, bringing to the forefront of talents like Big Bad Bobby Rush, Willie Clayton, Grady Champion, Big Allen, Arthur Young, Big Yayo, Miss Jody, Stephanie Luckley, Jay Wan, Big Mel, Young Guy, and Nellie Tiger Travis. This fertile musical landscape has also been home to Lamar's Williams, O.B. Buchanan, Jay Hammer. Jay Hammer, I love Jay Hammer.
I know.
I ain't leaving Mississippi. Shoot. And Isaac Lindsay, further enriched by Vicky Baker, the Jay Morris Group, David Brinson, King Fred, J.L. Smith, Andre Lee, Adrena, Coco, L.J. Eccles, Miss Goldie, Lucille Bogan, Mose Allison, James Carr, Jerry Butler, SSK Wish, Miss Drea, Teaser, Jones, Eccles, Miss Goldie here twice. No, well, I skipped line. Miss Goldie, Lucille Bogan, Mose Allison. Oh, I said it twice. Here we go.
There you go, Jay.
Yeah. Obed Dwayne, D-Lo Brown, Myron Simpson, Ray Daniels, Jessica Ray, Breezy, Mr. Do Too Much, Brother Hubbard, Prince Queen, Lady Red Top, Maserati Red, Jake Carter with that harmonica, Bree Wooten, J.L. Thompson, Jennifer Watts, Norvell Echoes, Country Kev, Carolyn Staten, Music Doll, John Haley, Dia Grover, Melody Princess, Too Smooth, Kanisha, Lil A601, Prep Cashmere, Alan Main, Denzel Dante, Compositions, the Soul City Sons, and Sweet Pea, and not forgetting the enduring legacies of the late Johnny Taylor, Mel Waiters, Katrina Jefferson, baby.
Come on, man.
Boy, I miss me some Katrina Jefferson. Huh?
I know, man.
That thing.
Legacy.
Man. Hey, brother, how you doing? This is DeKeither Stamps. What you got for me?
You left out one, Appleton.
Man, I ain't done reading. I'm still reading the thing, man.
Oh, okay.
Okay, Albert Keaton. Now let me keep reading. All right, brother.
I love it.
Thanks.
Marvin
Yes,
Cease, Billy Soul Bonds, and Tyrone Davis. Whereas each artist in their own unique way has passionately contributed their voice to the Southern Soul genre, showcasing their talents and sharing their musical gifts with every performance and platform offered to them. Whereas disc jockeys have been instrumental in the vitality of the Southern Soul music genre, serving as key figures in its circulation amongst listeners. Notably, individuals such as Uncle Bobo, Jerry Boogie Mason, Charles Ragman Johnson, James Handyman Price, Jimmy Jam, DJ Outlaw, DJ Queen Bee, Brother Love, John the legendary J. Faulkner, David Doc Shanks, Mr. T, the Beataholic DJ 783, DJ Big V, Cousin Chief, Mississippi King, the Southern Soul Jody, DJ Big O, DJ Black, DJ Flavor, Randy, wow, Man Brown, I suck it to you, baby. Lady Cherie with her beautiful self. Annie, Little Miss Soul Fairly, and DJ C have significantly contributed to the genre's growth and reach, showcasing Southern Soul music across various platforms and venues, thereby enriching the musical landscape and ensuring the genre's vibrant presence in the hearts of listeners. And there are many more that we just have not had the chance to name. Whereas Mississippi has been at the forefront of promoting Southern Soul through pioneering radio stations such as WRTM 100.5, WMPR 90.1, WGNL 104.3, Blues 93.1, and many more stations contribute to this recognition. Mississippi also produced the prestigious Jackson Music Awards for the past 50 years, celebrating the achievements of Southern Soul artists locally, statewide, and internationally. Whereas the advancement of Southern Soul culture has significantly benefited from the efforts of dedicated promoters, among them Mr. Lee King of Lee King Entertainment and Mr. Jesse Thompson, who not only initiated the Jackson Music Awards, but also with their 95 years of combined experience have played a critical role in supporting Southern Soul artists. Furthermore, promoters such as Yolanda Singleton with Experience Jackson and many, many more have made substantial contributions by endorsing Southern Soul music at the local, regional, and international levels. Whereas key organizations and companies, including the Southern Soul Foundation, Southern Soul Media Group, and Southern Soul Music Society have played vital roles in supporting artists and facilitating the dissemination of Southern Soul music to a broader public. Whereas Mississippi is home of the second oldest festival in Mississippi and the oldest Southern Soul festival in the world, the Ferry Street Heritage Festival, holding that record for 39 years to date. And whereas the Ferry Street Heritage Festival features several stages of live entertainment presenting local, regional, and national artists and performers, as well as providing an extravaganza for the entire family, offering a diverse array of cultural programming in Mississippi and exposing festival participants to artists that cannot be frequently seen. Whereas Mississippi has produced an endless list of Southern soul artists who have not only created but has also transformed the music genre to what it has become and provides irrefutable credence to the capital city's motto, branding and marketing itself as the city with soul.
Come on.
And whereas it is the policy of the legislature to champion promotional efforts of its cities and towns to highlight the best of their offerings in the form of resources, history, attraction, education, arts, and entertainment, just as the city of Jackson has in establishing itself as the crown jewel musically in relation to birthing the Southern soul music genre. Now, therefore, be it resolved that the House of Representatives of the state of Mississippi, the Senate concurring therein, that we do hereby acknowledge the rich musical history that is synonymous with the city of Jackson, Mississippi, and acknowledge Mississippi as the home and birthplace of the Southern soul music genre. Be it further resolved that copies of this resolution be furnished to the city of Jackson's mayor, city council, and the Jackson Convention and Visitors Bureau, and the members of the Capitol Press Corps, adopted by the House of Representatives, April 19, 2024. Jason White, Speaker of the House of Representatives, adopted by the Senate, April 26, 2024. Lieutenant Governor C. Delbert Hoseman Jr., President of the Senate, and authored by Oscar Denton, District 65, Mississippi House of Representatives. So not only have I proven that I can read, but the legislature does do some things to promote and secure what we own and stop letting other places adopt what we created here in Mississippi.
Commissioner,
that's right. Talk for a second.
We'll take a little break. I got a little point that I want to bring home here, what you're really saying. You're talking about economics.
That's right.
You're talking about, a lot of people don't understand, you're talking about $1.1 trillion industry that the U.S. actually exports.
That's right.
Music, catalogs, commercials. I mean, it goes on and on movies. This stuff we don't even, we're not probably comprehending what you're saying.
That's right.
It's a big deal where you say you're taking ownership of it, you own the rights of it. Now they got to pay some dividends or something on it because they be getting out for free.
That's right.
I mean, I see what you're really talking about. You're not just.
And this show has always been, no matter who was in here sitting next to me, whether it was that joker Mac Epps, whether it was Del Rey, Karen Nielsen, Jason Clark, this show is about education and economics. We're going to learn about the money. And when it comes to the money of Southern Soul, it needs to come through the hands of the people who promote it, who market it.
There you go.
Not other people. Other people can participate.
Always participation.
Always.
Partnership is great.
Partnerships are great.
Yes.
But you just can't leave out Mississippi.
Yeah.
When you out here doing something, you can't just leave out WMPR. You just can't leave out Handyman. Handyman have played more Southern Soul at sunset during the blues time because everything. And my wife left me, and I got so you got to hype that thing up a little bit.
You do.
Well, a little Arthur Young.
Well, it's going back to what we said earlier about the obligation.
That's right.
And I mean that you reading that is not just for me. I'm a little bit younger, so I'm like, hey, he's saying more than what everybody's actually probably horning on. He's not just reading a resolution, reading a resolution. He's saying this is how you secure one part, securing ownership of what your vision creates, and those who have came out before you, who laid the foundation. And so, I mean, to be honest, I love that genre.
Man, do you know why I love Southern Soul?
Go ahead, Chief.
Man, because all this other stuff is about violence.
There you go. You're right.
We're going to sit back,
low
we're going to have
vibration,
a drink, and we're going to have a good time. We're going to talk that like it ain't a crime. And still drinking moonshine.
Hey, I mean, it's a way to have a good time.
It's like what Big Yellow said, the fish grease in the air. That's Southern Soul, baby.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is. See, when other people own what we create, they adulterate it.
That's true.
Name me something that we produce that ain't been adulterated by other folk. It don't matter if you black or white. If you from Mississippi, the real Mississippi music that was always birthed here, it wasn't about controversy. It wasn't about race. It was about having a good time, fellowshipping. Yeah. But when other folk outside of Mississippi take it and turn it into something controversial, then that take it away from the true essence. Yeah, we're about fellowship.
And music is a language, it's power, it's sound, it's energy in that. And you can move with people one way or another, another way. You can keep them high vibration, low vibration.
Man, the military, I learned that when you take over a country, you know the first thing you take over?
Come on.
What's the first thing you take over?
Well, go ahead. That's your lane right there, Marine.
The first thing you take over is the radio.
Come on.
Because see, with that radio, you can talk to everybody. Yep. From the high man to the low man.
All at once.
From the rich man to the poor man. Because the poor man might not have an iPhone. Huh? He might not have a computer.
He got the radio.
Huh?
He got that radio.
But everybody got one radio in that house.
Yep.
They might not be sitting in a Lamborghini.
Radio frequency.
They might be sitting on the front porch.
Yes, sir.
They may be sitting down fixing their tractor. They may be out there to feed the hogs. But what's going on? Their radio. And the music and the culture must be secured. And that's why places like WMPR are important, because throughout history, everybody you see on this wall, they couldn't be played on those big radio stations.
That's true.
They didn't get those spins and airplay until they get to a certain level. They do.
That's true.
But the regular one, they didn't get played on the radio.
Nope.
But they can come to 90.1 and they can say, hey, mama, tune in at 5 o'clock. I talked to Handyman. I talked to DJ Black. I talked to Wanda. They're going to play my song. And then when the joy that an artist feel the first time they hear their song on the radio. You know how hard folk work in their basement, and they ain't no basement, but in their garage or a spare room in the house recording a song, and then they find in their closet, and they finally get an opportunity to play that song on the radio, and 9 times out of 10, it was from an independent radio station like WMPR 90.1, and that's why we gotta safeguard this radio station. So what we're doing next, ladies and gentlemen, is we're partnering with several folks to help secure the music genre, because other music like the blues, Indianola, Mississippi, B.B. King, and Muddy Waters, and those communities don't profit off the billions of dollars.
That's right. I just put it up. I just put it up. I was like, people don't know how much money these songs and views are generating. And the apparel. You got to talk about, you got cups, mugs. You got so much stuff that's actually being made off of one song.
Right. So I applaud the legislature for taking time out.
That was right.
They are going over some tough issues out at the legislature between trying to keep everybody retirement in order, trying to keep everybody's, they got, all those big issues they got over there. And they turn around and voted unanimously in the Senate and the House.
For something.
They going round for round on Medicaid expansion. They over here highway money. They got all kind of big issues, and they took time out of their schedule to say, "Hey, man." And this is something. The history of it. We did this in 2018 for the city of Jackson. It took months to get it passed. Then we, in turn, started going to the House of Representatives. I served in the House of Representatives. While I was in the House of Representatives, offered the same piece of legislation up, it died in committee.
We sort of see, but you just have to,
And then, thank goodness for Brother Oscar Denton. If you out in Warren County, text message Representative Oscar Denton right now and tell him thank you. Just send him a text message. Says Stamps said thank you.
61. I'll put that out there.
Go on over there and text Oscar Denton right now. Tell him Stamps said thank you. Because I was unsuccessful in doing this when I was in the legislature, but he took the mantle up.
That's good.
And him and my state rep followed it behind me District 66,
6.
Representative Fabian Nelson. Navigate this through the House Representatives. Representative Fred Shanks, out of Rankin County.
Yeah, come on. You're right.
All right.
Collaboration, man. Come on.
He was the chairman of Rules, but Representative Shanks is a South Jackson guy. We all grew up in the same little area down in South Jackson.
18, come on.
You know, Clay Edwards, and Fred, and all down there in Wingfield and stuff. And he ushered through the House Representatives. The Senate took the mantle. Lieutenant Governor worked with us to get this thing through. And I just want to say thank you for this because it means a lot to so many people. We got a press conference on the 14th at 2 p.m. A lot of these folks who are recognized in this music genre has never been to the Capitol.
Yep.
So if you will have a tour, so come participate for the hard work you've done. And we appreciate everybody who participated. You got some comments, Jason?
No, I mean, Commissioner, you know, like I said, I don't want to harp on it too much, but, you know, anytime that we can take control of our vision, especially vision that didn't pass down and harnessing it and put it a part of our ecosystem, you know, we need to be doing that, especially in these times with technology, with, you know, I'm just saying movies are a big deal. They got to have music on there. You know, you don't know how far this actually goes.
You can do more than just play music on the radio. There are 1,000 ways to make money from music.
And for Southern Soul, we need to be making sure we take ownership of that.
Of all 1,000.
I'm being honest. I'm I'm laughing, but I'm saying how serious it is.
And then they gave me a title.
I'm not surprised. At least they trying to pull you in the loop somehow.
Man, that go Vic Allen.
Hey, Mr. Allen, hey, they some bad men right there.
Bobby Rush, and then that gone Terry Wright.
Oh man, come on, man.
I was up in Clarksdale. What was it? Clarksdale?
Clarksdale. I can't remember.
I was up in Clarksdale with Terry Wright and Vic one night. And he said, "We're now donning you the commissioner of Southern Soul and Trail Riders." All because in my spare time,
come on,
I like to ride 4-wheelers.
Yeah, that's true.
I like to get muddy from head to toe.
That's true. That's true. That's true. That's true.
Literally from head to toe.
That's true.
And so I'm honored that y'all brothers have tapped me on the shoulder with the sword and dubbed me the commissioner of Southern Soul and Trail Rides.
I think they want somebody to go out there and be a fighter and make sure, you know, this doesn't get lost in the sauce.
Well, you know, my real aim is that when you go to a blues show, Southern Soul show, that's economic development.
That's all it is.
They should be getting, the promoters should be getting more slice of the tourism money.
There you go. Now you talking about, there you go.
For their events. Because I was down in Prentice, and there was a group of folks that flew in from New Jersey.
Come on.
To come to Prentice, Mississippi.
Yep. See, we don't really understand that this goes to tourism.
Right.
Come on,
so these promoters need to be articulating the crowd that they draw, where they come from, because the state of Mississippi has a tourism department.
You're talking about hotels, you're talking about restaurants.
Right.
I mean, the whole ecosystem get right.
So
you're right.
We fundamentally believe that the promoters for Southern Soul should be getting the same thing that other people get when they have different tourism events, because they promote tourism as well.
They need to be right there like everybody.
They selling plane tickets, they selling bus tickets, they selling Ubers, they selling hotels and restaurants. And one thing I know they selling, liquor. Ain't it right-handed? They selling the mess out of some liquor.
That's true.
Right? So what I'm saying is those entities who benefit from it need to be promoting it to a higher degree.
That's a lot of data. That's a lot of data, Commissioner. You know, you got small businesses that benefit from T-shirts. I mean, I'm just saying it's much bigger than. Now we're talking about more economic. Because that vision, people can see what you're talking about right now. You know what I'm saying?
Do you know how many ATVs Southern Soul artists sell on the trail?
Gas and all that. I mean,
so my message to artists and promoters.
There you go.
We're gonna huddle up. I'm not trying to take anybody's pie.
There you go. The pie be huge, man.
I'm trying to grow the pie. Now, you can take your piece of pie and eat it with the rest of us, or you can take your pie home.
Hey.
But my goal is over the course of the next few years is to grow the pie so we can stop fighting over pie.
Well, it's a lot of pie, man. I'm gonna tell you something. That pie can get very enormous, very, very fast, shortly. You know,
if you're organized.
Yep.
See, organized pie is bigger than unorganized pie.
I'm laughing. You know how I like my.
I gotta talk in a vivid example.
You're right. You're right.
And all we doing is trying to organize the pie.
Right ingredients now.
You don't try to eat sweet potatoes with your fingers.
No.
But when you make a sweet potato pie,
good, nice and heavy when you cut the slice. Right. Just got some weight to it and everything. Let me stop.
It seems like right now we just kind of grabbing the sweet potatoes with our hands.
Yeah.
You know how you used to grab them greens in the hand like this?
You're right.
You know how you used to. Hey, you know what I'm talking about? You used to grab them greens like this. They just fishing around their plate like this.
Make the head a fork. I remember those good old days.
They just grab them greens and twirl around with a little piece of cornbread on the end.
Good old days.
That's a good old days, right?
Yes, sir.
But in 2024, we can do things a little bit better.
Always. I mean, we got more tools to do it more better, to be more effective and efficient and whatnot. So, hey, Commissioner, I'm just saying, I'm glad they did put you right there. There's a little more work for you now. I want to make sure you understand that. It's a little more work.
They got good folks out here. But moving beyond that, y'all, I just want to say appreciate that. But moving back to our lane, I got an opportunity to witness something last week. I was in Anaheim, California. I was asked to come to the American Association of Blacks in Energy conference. Don't worry, you're going next year.
I know.
Let me tell you something. Look out there, Rachel Ann Ring Rotz.
Oh, yeah,
I see Rachel Ring chimed in on here.
Rachel.
Hey, let me just pause for a second.
Go ahead, now.
That little firecracker, Rachel Ring Rotz. When I tell you she's special.
Hey, very unique, distinctive.
You know, when I first got elected, people said you need to go fire people and bring in your own people. But I realized, hold on, some people just good people. And are good at what they do.
Great at what they do. I would say Miss Rachel.
All those videos that y'all see on Facebook, all those things y'all see,
social media platforms,
all that social media stuff y'all see. If you go on my Facebook page right now, Rachel Ann Ring Watts is the one that puts all that together, edits those videos. All those folks that I saw comment on that lineman appreciation video that was transferred over to Super Talk. I mean, all those things that you see done, she spent hours upon hours putting those things together. We sat down in our initial meeting when I came aboard, and I told her, I said, well, I got a different vision from what you've been doing in the past. You know, your iPhone is good. Nothing wrong with it.
No wrong.
But let me give you a few more tools.
Yes.
Both software-wise and camera-wise.
Yeah.
You know, put some captions on it. And she's doing an amazing job. Hats off to the team over there in the investigators' office.
Come on now. Can we get my investigators
Man, those daggone.
Come on now. Miss Tina George.
She said team on a mission.
Hey.
Hey, I want to say thank you to my office. Well, not my office, our office.
You're right. People's office. Go ahead.
Right. Miss Susan Watkins, they welcomed me in. They had an already functioning apparatus in place. You know, they had folks who have been there for a while, who know their roles, know their positions. And I have privately said this, but I don't think I publicly said, just thank you. You know, to everybody in the office who may have had different opinions of me, but never met me, kind of thing.
Yeah.
And none of them had ever worked for me before, and knew how I would be and how I would want to do things. And even on the public utility staff, the executive director and general counsel over there, and the whole staff over there. I appreciate everybody because this transition has been very smooth, and everybody's been earnest and honest helping in transition. Our office is humming away. I believe we're the best office in the country. Just from looking at other public service commissioners that I've met across the country and listening to them talk about their challenges, I said, "Oh, hey, ain't no problem. You got a problem I don't have." And it's mainly because of the quality of people that are dedicated not just to the elected official, but to the service.
I was going to say, Commissioner, they really put constituents first as best as they can within the measures they can.
Now, sometimes the constituents are wrong,
Yep.
but they let them be wrong in a good way.
And they still work with them, though.
They work with them.
And that's my thing. They not cutting them off, being rude. You know how you can be. But but they also kind of explain, because some things I've learned working in the office with them, and they do go well beyond. It's not really part of their job.
That's right.
That's what I really mean by that. So that's why I say that's one thing I learned about those guys in that office, that they are really putting the constituents first as best as they can within their ability. They can do it. Like you said we regulate, but we don't run the operations.
We regulate these companies. We don't operate them. Now, Rachel let me show y'all why Rachel almost got fired the other day. Y'all see that online? Let me see y'all. I walked there, I almost said, "Rachel, leave here now." I don't know if y'all can see that.
They probably
can't see it online.
Yes, sir.
But this is now everybody know I like Reese's peanut butter.
Yes, sir.
And Oreo.
Yeah.
Now, first, Rachel Ring came in with a box of Oreo cookies a couple weeks ago. I saw the box on my desk, and I said, "Rachel, you're fired. Don't come back to tomorrow." And I come in another week, and she got a 48 count box of Reese's peanut butter cups. There's 3 in each pack, times 48. Now I'm trying to get myself together for the summertime.
Amen, that.
And this daggone Rachel Ring come with this box of Oreo. I'm gonna leave that right there.
You gotta speak to, man. We gotta work on it.
Ladies and gentlemen, at the Public Service Commission, we regulate utilities.
Mm-hmm.
And they're trying to get me fat. And I just want to say thank you to my office for a good transition. And now we've reached our first 100 days.
Yep.
I campaigned and said, we're going to create 10,000 jobs. Mm-hmm. I was thinking over 4 years.
Well, that's kind of, I can see that.
Man, let me tell you how good God is. We did it in the first 30 days.
I know, man. I know.
So it's jobs out there. You can go right on the Public Service Commission website and click on Hire Mississippi. Mm-hmm. And it will be a laundry list of every utility operation in the state. And then you click on that utility's name and it takes you to their current job posting. Right on the website now.
And the commissioner, you make this point now about we regulate these utilities companies, and now where I'm hearing you saying is these utility companies are hiring
every day.
Every day. A couple of weeks ago, I don't think you were here. I think you was out of state at a conference, but we had Bill Mississippi here, and they are the guys over creating a pipeline for your next contractors.
That's right.
And they were saying, "Hey, Jason," they went to Seattle. They said we went there and visit Amazon Web Service site. He said outside the workers that work in there, he said it takes about at least 3,000 people to maintain the facility.
That's right.
So to your point, there are a lot of jobs coming in Mississippi, a lot of jobs here. We just got to make sure we get into the pipeline, guys.
I know I said a whole lot about Southern Soul. I said about our office. But ladies and gentlemen, my message for you today is get your young people off their rump. Let me tell you now, you do not want them importing workers. Because work got to be done. This is not computer work.
No.
This is work that you cannot be outsourced with artificial intelligence.
No.
Because when it's time to dig a hole to put a light pole off in, the computer can't dig a hole.
Nope.
Now they got a post hole digger, but most of those spots, somebody got to pull that 20-foot post hole digger out.
Come on.
Huh?
You can't get it like that.
Huh? You just can't back up to it.
Back up to it. Can't get it.
With the truck.
Yep.
Somebody got to go put that 20-foot post hole digger on
Old school way, baby. You're right.
But what I'm saying, ladies and gentlemen, is if you want a job that can't be outsourced with a computer,
there you go.
The utility space is where you need to be. Go right to our website, click on the jobs that are available, because 90% of the jobs. Hello, caller. Welcome to the show. What's your question or comment?
Yes, DeKeither.
Hey,
This
baby.
is Annie Green, Commissioner.
Hey, ma'am. How you doing? I'm doing well.
Well, good. Look, Commissioner, are you over the utility companies that put those cable lines down? Many of them are not keeping the debris away from around them. Many of them, the pole has fallen and rotted. And I just want to know, who do you call? Is that your office that regulates
Well,
those companies?
not directly with the telecommunications, but we can know who to work through it. Let me I'm gonna give you a call. Well, just text me the address of what you're talking about, and I know who to call to get on that.
Okay.
Because we primarily look at water, sewer, natural gas, and pipeline safety, but not a whole lot with that. But we can work through that issue though.
Okay.
So just text me the address of where you see that happening, and I'll send one of my investigators over to take a look at it. Okay.
Okay. Do you still have the same number?
My number ain't changed in 30 years, baby.
Oh, okay. Okay. Thank you so much.
Take care, then.
His favorite was Green.
Man, I love Miss Patty Green.
Hey, man.
Man, me and Patty Green was in Sunflower County one night, and she blew the roof off the place. And they had me coming up after her. And I said, "Now, I may not blow the roof off the place all the time.
Gotcha.
But it don't mean I can't." I grabbed that microphone and went to town. We was in, and it was about midnight. Hey, yo, like 1, 2 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, wow. What's that shit?
Patty
Got
Green.
that late?
Man, I love Miss Patty Green. But ladies and gentlemen, that's again. And our role is to ensure your utilities are reliable and affordable. We need workers. And we need workers from all over Mississippi. The utility space offers you the opportunity to have skills. And I want y'all to hear me well when I say this. Skills pay the bills. The skilled man will always be the master of the unskilled man. Let me say it again. The skilled man will always be the master of the unskilled man or woman. Now, this is an opportunity for you to get skills that pay the bills. Now, you might not make Lamborghini money, but you daggone sure make F-250 money in a decent house, and you got making the money for your wife to go buy a Camry.
Yep.
And if she work, she can upgrade the Camry to a Lexus. But the more importantly, you ain't got to drive to Dallas or Atlanta and live and move there. You can live right here in Edwards, Utica, Carthage, Greenville, Chula, Mississippi. Because somebody's maintaining the power lines in Chula. Somebody's maintaining the gas. They ain't calling somebody from Crystal Springs to go to Chula to fix a gas problem. It's somebody in Chula making this money. And all of them, everywhere I go, the jobs are unfilled. So you can make a good living. 90% of the jobs in the utility space don't even require a college degree. They require a high school diploma. And in some cases, they require you can have a GED. In some cases, you don't even have a high school diploma.
Yeah. The demand is only going to grow. That demand is only going to grow.
And most of them, within a few years, you're making almost 6 figures. Yeah. In a few years. Yeah, you got 22-year-old making 6 figures.
Especially those plumbers. I don't want to
climbing a light pole.
Those HVAC guys. I'm talking about those guys with those trades.
Man, hey, I ain't never seen a broke electrician in my life. A plumber, line worker, none of them. Those jobs are out there. And if you're a grandparent and you letting your child sit on the couch and not get these jobs that cannot be replaced by artificial intelligence, when you know that technology gonna wipe out a whole bunch of these jobs, and you got able-bodied young people that's sitting there. If my back was good enough, and I had a little more sprite to me.
If I had a disability, I'm probably back in the game too. Commissioner, let me say this before we leave off here. Hey, I'm I saw it yesterday though.
What's that?
This technology and what the skills are coming together. You know, the guys be like digging the holes like that and all that. They had a guy sitting like where he's sitting there.
Mhm.
He controlling everything from
Yeah.
remotely now.
Yeah.
So, and these young folks, I mean, they make it. When I saw that, I was like, man,
They're making it happen.
they're making it happen, man.
So, ladies and gentlemen, please govern yourself accordingly. Go right to the Public Service Commission website. Look at Hire Mississippi. If you need a letter of recommendation, give our office a call. As long as you do community service, you give me 10 hours of community service, and you get your pastor, your school counselor, your neighborhood president to write me an email or send me an email. We'll send you a letter of recommendation for your child to move forward in these industries. As we end every show, we always say, please remember our underwriters, Mr. Michael Jordan, Michael Jordan Transportation Service. You can go to www.mjstransportation1.com for your transportation needs. Also, if you want some good food versus fast food, go on over to Stamp SuperBurgers and get you a whole cow between two pieces of bread that's tasty to the last drop. And you got a parting word, Jason?
But all right, man. Hey, go ahead and say it all, Commissioner. I'm just glad to be back in the office, man.
Hey, well, I love y'all. And as we sign off every week, we always say never let anybody put you in a position where you don't love your own people.
Come on now.
Because when you hate your own folk, you part of the very oppression trying to lift ourselves out of. I love you, Jackson. I love you, Mississippi. Had to get us out of here, man.
Take care, Mississippi.